Hey folks, Quilly18 here, and welcome to a new episode of Let's Play RimWorld in Sand and Pantsville. Last episode, I let a insect kill off my primary researcher, but he's also kind of cranky. So, I don't know, whatever. We're back down to 3 people, so we're making 0 forward progress. Oh, we have no materials. Yeah, we have to get that, that mining job up and running. You're feeding a meal to Spook. So we got Spook in bed to help him maybe heal a little bit faster. Jupe, you can probably mine though, right? I know it's a long trip. We'll put mining as high priority. You were growing as a high priority. Let's drop the growing down below mining. If I've got any mining queued up, I want that done faster. Do that. And the cooking, we don't have any cooking queued up anyway, so that one's kind of irrelevant. We'll get people to mine out a bunch of stuff. And eventually we'll have to tell them to haul. This guy, after he's done his mining job, slave trader. Well, I don't think we've got any money for it. After he decides he's done mining, I'm going to make sure that he drags things home with him. Say like that. Like, no, you're going back to the base. Why don't you haul on your way there? So now that we've lost Christopher Ninja, who's got the best social? I think everyone's got... Oh, Bamsabus has got an 8. Oh, I think Bamsabus... Christopher Ninja might have had a 9. If I recall correctly. It's pretty good, though. Let's see. Any chance we can buy a slave? The Joy Wirer here is not super out of range. And yet it is, unless we want to mine out a ton of silver. So, I guess that's not going to happen. Spook is officially upright, which is nice. Get a little bit of work done. He's going to go and rest. Finished being in bed for a long time. And yeah, we're going to get this done, but we're going to have to get the steel in the base to get that going. Eat a meal, which is fine. Spook is going to go and mine, because you don't... can you? Do we have enough materials? We might. I mean, we'll haul as much as we can. Good. And, okay, you're going to grab a little bit more that's just lying around. Oh, we might have had enough. No, we didn't. We clearly didn't have enough steel lying around. You're going to haul some more. Good. Because it said as much. Eating a simple meal. Also more steel over there. Then maybe you'll eat a meal. Because it'll take a long time to build, and I don't want you starving to death while you're trying to do that. You're harvesting some plants. Jupe is going to work. Lovely. Get her done. Once we get geothermals, a lot of our problems will go away. We really won't need the solar panels, but we may as well have a little bit of extra. Should have plenty of room. It's going to be venting to the outdoors, so it shouldn't overheat and explode like we did in the last game. See, guys, I'm learning! Still not good, but I'm learning. And that was just the Lee Enfield, right? And everyone else has got at least a Lee Enfield, if not better. Like, we do have some decent guns, which is good. Now, I'm a little concerned about people starting to drop into our base directly. What I'm going to do... We need steel and stuff. I was going to say build some turrets inside the base, but I guess we're just going to have to make do without that. I'm really worried about people dropping in our base. But, well, we'll just deal with it when we deal with it. What I'm going to do is get this silver mined out here. We may have to build some walls here, and of course the walls can be attacked, but I suspect that they will consider that to be a little easier to go through the door than through this wall. So I would like all this silver mined out, so that we can use it to maybe purchase some slaves next time a slave trader is actually in town. Batteries. Surprised they're not already full. Okay, some traders might arrive and set up a little bit of a base, a little bit of a trade camp. And we don't have anyone set up to high priority haul right now, which may or may not be good. We don't have tons of stuff all over right now, so it's not necessarily awful. Look at all the herbal medicines we're going to have. We might be able to sell that stuff for good money, depending on who it is. We got more visitors. Oh, and they did set up a camp. So, Bamsabus. Let's go ahead and trade and see what we can do. We can sell you the old Jaffa knife. I'm going to keep the spare Jaffa helmet. It's really good for temperature control. We could buy some medicine from you for relatively cheap, because you're considered a combat trader right now. And I think I will do that, even though I do want some more slaves. Let's go ahead and try to keep us at 30 medicine right now, which again is overkill. But it makes me feel better, especially with all the herbal meds. But I'm hoping I can sell the herbal meds to someone. I'm assuming medicine is better. Well, it is. It says as much. Probably just got a higher chance of doing something good. It'd be nice if you could tell, like, use the herbal meds on prisoners and use the real meds for everyone else. But I don't know if there's a way to set that priority system. Got a crap ton of meals, which may or may not be possible to trade from time to time. Working on growth. Yeah, we're going to have, like, maybe an excess of food at this point. I was concerned that we didn't have enough farms. People were saying I didn't have enough farms, but I don't know if that's the truth. Structure. We're going to go ahead and do some wooden walls over here. Drop that. Drop like that. And just make it very unappealing for anyone to go through that area. Oh, Spunk is actually is hauling. Really? You got all the way down to a priority 4 job. Well, if there's no construction, mining, anything like that, it will happen. Yeah, you're going to keep hauling berries. Presumably clean at some point, which is nice. Traders are leaving, which is okay. More visitors. No problem whatsoever. And yeah, there might be too much farming. But one of the things they can do is make sure that there's only one person working on the growing. You've got the highest skill. Turn that off. Down here. There's no cooking. You know what? You're going to be the hauler and the cleaner. Warden doctoring, because you don't have doctoring. You're not particularly good warden. Yeah. There we go. So we can get a little bit more of that going on. And despite the fact that I have like a crazy amount of farms, there's only one person who's going to be working it. Probably full time, but that'll be okay. Batteries are nice and full, so that's clearly working. We don't have a researcher. That's the other thing. Only skill 4 isn't bad. So tell you what, Spunk, if you're not doctoring and you're not mining, do research. And actually, I'm going to go ahead and put construction and repair at the top. So if there's anything to build or repair, you'll do that first. But other than that, you'll fall out to the researching, which is fine. So I like that, because if I set something to be mined, I want it to be mined now. If I want something to be built, I want it to be built now. So yeah, if I want something to be built, I want it to be built right away, assuming we have resources. If we don't, then I want it to be mined right away. And then, if not that, then do research. I think that's the right kind of priority queue I want for now. Speaking of mining, we can do a little bit of that. Slave trader. Well, we actually have a decent amount of silver right now. See what we can do. We have enough silver to buy anyone at this time. So, we've got a minstrel over here who's good at social, but nothing else. Can't even haul. Ass. We got a pirate over here. Decent shooting. Too bad he doesn't have passion for shooting, but a skill of 7 is pretty nice. He's not incapable of anything, but he is lazy, which is he's slower at absolutely everything. He's got non-zero construction and growing skill, and he can shoot, which is worth something. And then we've got a teacher. Teacher incapable of caring or social. So no medicine, no and no wardening, which is fine. Oh, she's too smart. Son of a bitch. He doesn't have a passion for shooting, which is nice. I really want someone, so I'm going to go with the pirate. I'm not, completely sold on him, especially being lazy, which is really, really shit. But it's an extra body that can at least haul, if nothing else. And he's half decent at shooting, so there we go. Rindak, you are joining the party. Could sell the extra rifle. Just to say. No, I'll keep it around, it's fine. Rindak, who shows up naked. You are going to start with getting that. You're going to get a Jaffa helmet, which is quite good. You're going to get some Jaffa pants, a Jaffa shirt. And we don't have a helmet. Actually, no, you can wear the skull cap. We don't have any body armor for you, but otherwise you'll be okay. So you're going to do a little bit of plant growing, which I guess is okay. Probably a fair bit of hauling, actually. I'll leave everything out as 4. These are things that you can do if there's no hauling jobs to do. I'll even have you not have a priority on constructing. So we'll have someone who's prioritizing hauling as much as possible. And you're going to stockpile in there, which the stockpile is actually getting rather full. We could free up a little space if we do move the cook stove outside. We don't need to cook any meals right now, though. Although, that would clear up a lot of space if we converted meals into something else. But it takes up time that we may not necessarily want to be working on. So there you go. We've got an extra addition. We've got lots of power, decent amount of guns. Although, you know what I will do? I will go ahead and drop in turret there and there. Oh, and we actually have to set up our second defensive area, which I never got around to. If we got attacked from the north, we'd actually have a pretty bad time. It looks like, because of the way the space is, most people are going to be coming through the south. I'm going to allow these guns to be constructed regardless. But we are definitely going to want more of that. What I could do is keep finding little steel clusters and try to mine them out as much as possible. I think the next closest might have been the one to the south over here. So I'm going to order some mining over here. I'm betting it keeps going this way, just based on that. Queue it up for now. We'll see what we can do. Lots of steel there, which will get hauled into town, which is good. Plus the construction, so at the very least they'll grab some of this steel to haul there, which is fine. We've got enough bedrooms for everyone. We've got the medical room over there. Probably set up an extra room there soon enough. This one can be toggled depending on what happens, though. Not super hot. We haven't gotten a heat wave in a while. Thank God for that. June, too. It's like the middle of summer. Theoretically, this could be the hottest possible time. I'm going to go ahead and disable those guns. Got a little bit of mining happening over here, which is fine. Oh, some of this is not actually steel. I'm going to cancel that mine. But it's a little more. Okay, so defensive structure over here. How much wood we have? Hardly any left. Maybe before we build that, maybe the right thing to do will be to research. Spook, do I want you researching above constructing and everything? What the hell? I mean, it doesn't matter what priority. If this is priority 1, this is going to get done regardless. I guess you can help out on the mining. If I designate mining, you can do that, but otherwise, I want you researching. There we go. That looks like it's all the steel that was around there. We're going to hope we've got a fair deal of steel as is. We'll get the research. We'll finish what we're doing. Gun turret cooling, which is fine. What I need to do is get the stone construction. In fact, maybe I should have prioritized that above the gun turret cooling. But yeah, if we can start carving some of our chunks into blocks, it'll be pretty good. I might just set up a temporary workshop over here. It looks derpy. It's also dirty. This is not considered home zone, I think. Zones. Home region. Finish that off. And yeah, I mean, it's added cleaning stuff. But we can create a little bit of a workshop over here, even though the walls are a little bit weird. We'll have to obviously drag some power in there and get some light. We'll make it prettier later on. Standing lamp. Actually, don't have to drag the power that far. Maybe for the things. We've got deep space mining ship, which probably means we could buy steel. Now, whether that's what we want, I don't know. Go and take a look. Pretty cheap. We could blow the rest of our money on getting more steel. We have a fair amount of it that we just dug out, but we're going to need more. Now, I'll hold off for now. We'll save our silver for something else. We'll figure it out. We've got that, and yeah, I can't craft the stonecutter's table. We're going to have to figure that out. There's a lot of new stuff, though. Spook is researching. He researches so much more slowly than Chriser Ninja. It is a shame that we lost our super researcher. What the hell? Stuff happens. Yeah, skill 4. That is a lot slower. I like the gun turret cooling. But yeah, if we can get the blocks going. It doesn't mean we're going to have someone like on block duty all the time. It's very time consuming. Did I miss this part? That was weird. I don't think there's any random goods that are just sitting around anymore. We've got one cryo sleep casket, and that is it. Apparently, I think that's one of the other things that will change in the next alpha, is the cryo sleep caskets will be somewhat less aggro. Might be wrong, but I think that's the case. Do I want to mine out the silver? It doesn't help my base, but it gives me a little bit more spending cash. I will go ahead and remove Spoon's mining job completely. He'll finish this one. What are you feeling? You're hot. How are you hot? You're cool-skinned. The Rim Scout helmet, I don't think helps him cool down. I don't know if we have anything that would. What is this thing? Oh, chakram. Boomerang. All stuff that would be nice to sell at some point. Oh, you do have a Jaffa helmet. Tell you what, Spunk, you're going to get the Jaffa helmet because that is very, very cooling. Oh, it's 44 outdoors. There, you're no longer hot. Good. Rindak is. Now, your helmet, I'm hoping, doesn't make you any hotter. No, and it actually slows you down. We may as well put on the Rim Scout helmet, which doesn't help you with temperature. Oh, it slows you down as well. It does help you with temperature a little bit. Hopefully you're not as apocalyptically hot. The right kind of jacket might cool you off, but I don't think we've got any of these, and I don't think these guys help. No, it gives you a little bit of warmth, slows you down. Really would like to sell this stuff. Hopefully someone will take it. Last few guys haven't been interested. Maybe the combat supplier will. We'll sell that garbage off. Alright, finish that. We definitely need to be able to carve, make some masonry walls up there. Or I can try to find as much steel as possible. Hey, a combat supplier. Bamsabus, wake up. No, that's the bed. Combat supplier. Are you interested in a bunch of, like, shitty armor that I don't want? I don't think I'm using the Jaffa staff. Wow, that is very valuable. 18 damage, a range of 28. The Lee Enfield is 18 damage, a range of 37. Why is the Jaffa staff so expensive? Accuracy doesn't seem that much stronger. The cooldown is 2.83. It's slower than the Lee Enfield. The Lee Enfield can fire much, much faster once it's aimed. No, just has a lower base value, I guess. Rare, they're collector's items. Sell that. We'll sell this Jaffa armor, the Jaffa knife. Excellent, look at this. Almost 2,000 bucks we're getting out of it. Golden cane, shoddy quality. What the hell? We're not going to buy any medicine. We're totally good on that. Tortoise leather fur boots. I was going to say probably helps with the temperature. Gives us a little more protection against blunt. And it's cheap, so you know what? We'll may as well go and pick it up. A flintlock. Wow, that's really interesting. It's shit. We're not going to take it, but it's really interesting. RPGs. No, we'll hold off on that. Herbal medicines. Oh, yeah, the herbal medicines probably aren't. They're being stored here. How come I only said 1? There's 75 in the stack, which is really odd. Bamsabus, I will give you some boots. You to do that rather than eat your meal, it's fine. Okay. Spunk is sleeping. Hopefully we'll get back to research relatively soon. There we go. Get her done, buddy. We're counting on you. And we still have a lot of silver left. Next time there's a slave ship, we should be able to purchase someone. Random traders have just arrived, and there's a bunch more silver. I'll go ahead and keep queuing up the silver mine. We can have some real wealth, and it would be nice to buy, hopefully, a really good slave. I mean, they get freedom once they're here. You know, hold on. Is it possible that the beacon doesn't work through walls? Because this is the one stack that was there. I bet you that's the case. I can't trade this stuff. Huh. Huh. So all my meals that I'm refrigerating can't be traded away because this beacon doesn't go through walls? That's really annoying. Can I put another beacon inside here? Would that work? Oh, Rindak is super hot. I mean, it is 45 degrees out there. I will give you that. Luckily, it's not badly hot. It's not dehydrating. Most of my rooms are air-conditioned. Here's what I'm going to try to do. You can only sell goods that are near an orbital trade beacon and not under a roof. Ah. Huh. Well. Poop. I could stop the cook meals from being here. I could just make the trade zone smaller, therefore it'll push people to put stuff out here a little bit more. What's the stratagem here? I don't want the food to spoil. Now look at this. Even refrigerated, it's going to spoil quite quickly. Although we do have a like ridiculous amount of stuff. Let's properly freeze this room. That's the problem. It's not, wow, 7 degrees. It's so hot outside, the freezer's not working. I'd have to put a second air conditioner in here, which might be a good idea, actually. That's amazing. So double freezer. Yeah, and just try to maintain the 1 degree, that's fine. At night, now it's finally a little cooler. It's finally bordering on frozen. Now if we set these both to try to maintain -1 degree, I think working together, they'll be able to keep the temperature okay. No, look at the indoor temperature. Oh, it probably went up because we kind of blew up the wall. Now it's going to drop relatively quickly. Now, we may not want to save the meals. We may want to keep it there. We actually have way too much food, though. Let's go ahead. Go back to infinitely cooking the simple meals. And what we will do, I'm going to try this. Hey, research done. Stone cutting, please. I'm going to try this. I'm going to turn off the finished food and text. Oh, that's the medicine. No, the medicine, fine. I won't store it in there either. Cooked meals will not be stored there. Okay. 4 days. Well, we get traders more often than that. This is a huge risk. The other thing, too, if I start selling meals and all of a sudden I run out of food, that'd be quite bad, but I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Make some extra money selling that. We may just have too much farming going on now. People made me all paranoid that I didn't have enough, but I'm thinking we've got too much. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this growing zone because it's stupid anyway. We have, oh, no dead bodies, and 100% of our graves are filled. Bamsabus just turned 65. Bamsabus is, I didn't realize you were so old. You don't have cataracts or anything? A bit of an old scar, and that's it. Great mining skill, great growing skill. Bamsabus is like a pro at all the things. Combat supplier left trade range. Oh yeah, I probably could have tried to sell the meals there. We'll wait until the next trader comes and see what we can do. I mean, I'm hoping that's a bit of a viable industry. It might be completely stupid to be doing this. I might be just draining all of our time making meals when we could be making something else. I'm going to cross my fingers. We'll keep going for a little while. We'll see if we can sell a bunch of meals that way. I'll get a sense of how it goes. Maybe it's a stupid idea, maybe it's not, but there's only one way to find out, and that's to give it a try. And we'll have to see the fruits of that experiment next time. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. Bye-bye.